nursed by Reverend Dan Wilson. They weigh in the combined weight of 420 pounds from Scum City. They are the Hate JunKies. And the challengers. They're making their way down the aisle from Augusta, Georgia. They are You've Gone Wild.
Feature contest underway. The Anarchy Tag-Team titles on the line. The champions, the Hate JunKies, Danny Only and Strychnine, with the Reverend Dan Wilson in their corner, defending against Youth Gone Wild, the team of Dustin Knight and Anthony Henry. And what a contest this is going to be. I mean, the tag team division here in Anarchy has been heating up for quite some time. And right now the champions taking on a team that's on a hot streak as of late.
Yeah, you certainly know, and you certainly have to feel, with Hardcore Hell coming up April 9th, that the tag team titles are going to have to be defended. And it certainly feels like whoever wins this, obviously, since the titles are on the line, are going to propel themselves and move themselves into that big pay window of the big event of Hardcore Hell coming up. And you certainly know that Youth Gone Wild is hungry. They're hungry for that championship. And you also know that the Hate JunKies want to be able to keep it and hold on to those titles. And that's why this match is going to be such a great match. And the styles of these two teams are certainly so far apart, polar opposites, if you will. You've got Youth Gone Wild, who are certainly the fan favorites, and they have the energy behind them. And you've got the Hate JunKies with, well, the name just speaks for itself.
Well, you know, the thing is, the Hate JunKies, Danny Only and Strychnine, I mean, you got to remember, they've torn up this tag team division. You know, they ran right through it and won those tag team titles. I mean, you know, a lot of people will disagree with the way they've done it, but you know what? Here's the thing. You win at all costs. Those titles mean everything. You're talking about a bigger paycheck. You're talking about your name in the spotlight more. You're talking about moving on, you know, higher within the National Wrestling Alliance. You talk about the NWA World Tag Team titles. When you talk about being, you know, the tag team champions of Anarchy, I mean, this could propel them to so much, you know, so much bigger and better things. That, you know, as far as like the money and the fame goes, that's where they're at right now.
Well, having a champion like Sean Tempers, I get it, I understand. Obviously, it's about the bragging rights for him. But this team with the Hate JunKies, obviously it's going to feel great to be the champions and for them to walk out and still continue. But what is it for them? Is it the same scenario? I don't see this as really a bragging type of team, as Anthony Henry goes for the cover, gets a 2 count on the champ.
Let me tell you something. The thing is, it's different. It is a pride thing. Being a champion of anything is pride. The Hate JunKies, yeah, they hate a lot. They hate society. They hate the trophies of society. But they know that they can spread their message of hate and by being the champions. And that part makes them more dangerous, makes them hungrier to be the champions. And then, of course, you got a guy out here who I like to consider a friend, Dan Wilson, a fellow manager, a man who knows what it's like not only to manage tag team champions, but he's managed the television champion. He's managed heavyweight champions. He's managed the Young Lions champion, like myself. So he knows what it's like to be a manager of champions. And this man right here just took another team to that glory. So yes, it does mean a lot to them.
Well, you might want to pick where you're finding your friends. Maybe at Scum City. Have you been to Scum City? Have you visited there?
You know what? I have not been to Scum City. And to be honest with you, I mean, I don't have anything against Danny Only or Strychnine, but Scum City does not sound like my place I want to be. I don't party with that kind of crap.
That's true. You're the type that would probably lock the doors and worry about the rims. Oh, and Dustin Knight hitting his head onto the top turnbuckle, and you got to feel the power of the snapping your neck back and forth on that. Certainly got a neck, which, as we know, with Dustin Knight, has suffered a broken neck back in 2009. Ironically enough, at Hardcore Hell coming up, you almost wonder if he's going to have flashbacks, and if he's to win the titles tonight, he's going to be going into Hardcore Hell, an event 2 years ago that he did suffer that neck injury. Wow, as we see interference from the outside again from Reverend Dan Wilson.
What? My monitor went out.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. I saw it clear as day right in front of me, and that's what was nice about earlier with having that type of Brody Ray Chase help, being able to even out the thing and even out the match. But unfortunately, the ref, D. Byers, wasn't able to see that involvement. As we go to the cover from Danny Only got a 2 count from there. These are very formidable challengers. Youth Gone Wild, certainly with the fans' help behind them. And they certainly are a great athletic tag team that I've seen and really enjoyed. They definitely have the quickness for them. Hate JunKies a little more, I guess I have to say this, a lot of times when you don't care, it really comes out and you have nothing to lose, and that makes you really dangerous. When you don't care about anything, you've got nothing to lose, except in their case, the tag title.
Well, I mean, you know, you can compare them, you know, it's almost haphazard. They'll throw their body on the line. They'll do just about anything it takes to win. And that right there in itself will make you dangerous. It will make you that much more dangerous. The thing is, if you don't care about your own body, then you're definitely not going to care about your opponent's body.
Yeah, I would have to at least agree with that point, which pains me to say. Oh, we see a choke, and they've got a 5 count to break it, and they're certainly going to utilize every single count. Oh, they possibly can with a vicious chop to Dustin Knight into the corner. D. Byers again calling for a 5 count. He goes back to the choking. These men aren't going to Greco-Roman wrestle you. They're going to hate. They're going to hate and spew their venom in any means possible. They just want to get their frustrations out. And I can't imagine what they must go through in society on a week-by-week basis to get here to the Anarchy Arena and just let people have it.
Well, you know, I'm telling you, you got guys like Strychnine, you got guys like Danny Only that just don't care. These people right here, there's people like them in society. Now, fortunately for the Hate JunKies, they've found a place like the wrestling ring to let out all that frustration, to let out all that hate, to let the hate grow, to promote the hate, and do it in the legal confines of a wrestling ring. It's ingenious.
That's true. I certainly can't argue with that in the sense that, yeah, if they were to do this out on the streets, of course, a lot of criminal activity would be going on and a lot of retribution. But instead, they're able to do it here in the wrestling ring. I just worry about guys like Youth Gone Wild, who are the nicer guys, who enjoy meeting with the fans, shaking hands. Big spine don't meet anybody.
Big spine buster slam there by Danny Only. The height that Dustin Knight was in the air coming crashing down. That right there definitely can't do good for you.
Yeah, and Anthony Henry certainly helping the Anarchy fans here in Cornelia, Georgia to try and get behind him as Dustin Knight desperately needs to make a tag to get the fresh man in, as we've seen Danny Only continue to work on the back and also going back on the throat as we saw Strychnine do earlier on Dustin Knight. And I just have to wonder the condition. I feel like he's almost a little lost for words. Dustin Knight just backed into the corner of the Hate JunKies.
And that right there, you know, that's Dan Wilson's teaching to this tag team. I mean, they were a good tag team without Dan Wilson, okay? Don't get me wrong. But this is Dan Wilson's influence on this tag team. He has them cutting off the edge of the ring. They're cutting off the half of the ring. And right there, making a trip to Pity City.
Oh, what a pity it was. I certainly hope there was right guard involved. Oh, that was disgusting. And obviously you're not going to knock someone out from that unless they just haven't bathed in a while, but they do come from Scum City, so it's like that's wow! And we see Dustin Knight's back into it with the 2 count. He needs to make the tag, and Strychnine cuts off from the tag happening.
Now you see Dustin Knight made a big mistake there. I mean, I know you go for the pin, you go for the win, but I mean, he had that free moment. Had he not wasted going for the pin, he may have been able to beat the tag because he did have the momentum on his side. Instead, goes for the glory, and right now finds himself right back where he started from, locked in the corner of the Hate JunKies.
Yeah, well, that may be true, but you also, that's what he was taught, what he's ingrained by being a great wrestler, by knowing where you're at, you're surrounded, by going to, as we see a vicious forearm from Danny Only into the corner. And again, these Hate JunKies have been taking their challenges and working them over in the corners, and several times we've seen them actually in their own corner to be able to, like you say, cut off the ring and not be able to allow Dustin Knight to make the desperate tag he needs to Anthony. And a elbow drop off the top rope. Goes for a choke again. These Hate JunKies just love to go back for the choking.
Instead of a pin, going for that choke, and I mean, that right there, I mean, I got to question Danny Only on that one. I mean, you got to win this match. You don't get by the hour. You're the champs. Get it over with as soon as possible. I mean, don't get me wrong now. I like to see punishment inflicted on somebody, but, you know, you got to go for that win. That is what keeps the title.
Perhaps Hate JunKies had a bad week, it seems, because it certainly seems like they're wanting to inflict more punishment as they go along, and with a lot more chokes. All right, now we got Dustin Knight. Oh, wow, a great neck breaker, and this could possibly even things back up again if he can make the tag.
And luckily for Dustin Knight, he landed very close to his corner. Once again, I question him going for the move. He had that free moment. He could have gone for the tag, and right now finds himself down. Strychnine is at the advantage. Dustin Knight going the wrong way.
He is again. He's almost going in the wrong corner. Go for it. And there's the super tag. Anthony Henry makes a fresh man in. Wow. Double axe handle across the chest. Knocks down one of the members of the Hate JunKie. Danny Only is down, and a nice drop kick in the corner to Strychnine. Strychnine's down. Danny Only's down. And now we're seeing some offense founded by the challengers, which is exactly what we need to see if the titles are going to change hands tonight. Whoa, a backflip over the top rope onto the floor. And Anthony Henry gets up on the shoulders. Strychnine, that knee lift.
There was no tag, and if I remember correctly, they hit that on Strychnine, but Danny Only is the legal man.
And it looks like Anthony Henry brought back the legal man, Anthony Henry, into the ring. Wow, and he threw him in the turnbuckle. Wow, and another, wow.
Send him off that patented Youth Gone Wild double enziguri.
And it certainly looks like Danny Only is wobbling a little bit, but trying to get out of that move, doing a little offense himself, some countermeasures, and he certainly landed Dustin Knight into the corner, and now as he sets up Anthony Henry under the top turnbuckle.
Don't know what he's setting up for here, maybe a superplex.
He certainly looks like he's got him in position. Anthony Henry's trying to fight him off. As we see the rights, the lefts jamming. Danny Only falls with both members of Youth Gone Wild on the top rope. Could we see, nice high cross body with Strychnine coming in to throw him on the top rope. And Reverend Dan Wilson getting involved again. It looks like, I can't really tell what D. Byers is doing. He's certainly trying to get order out on the outside as we've got the match going on the inside. Oh, man. 2, 3, and that's going to be it. The Hate JunKies are still the NWA Tag Team Champions.
The winners of the match and still NWA Anarchy Tag Team Champions, the Hate JunKies.
The Hate JunKies retaining the Anarchy Tag Team Championship on this edition of NWA Anarchy. But it looks like they're not quite done with Anthony Henry. Big spear by Strychnine.
Wow, that folded him up. Anthony Henry is grabbing him. He's grabbing his stomach after that vicious spear by Strychnine.
Now Strychnine on the top rope. They got Dustin Knight in here. They're going to be setting him up for the hate crime. This is going to be great.
Oh, God.
He might get his neck broke before Hardcore Hell again.
I can't even imagine what he's, oh my gosh. That's for 2 years ago. Wow. We've got Billy Buck coming in the ring. Andrew Alexander to help things out. They're the Hate JunKies, and they're going to take a powder. I disagree. I think they saved him for another possible neck injury. Billy Buck chasing up the ramp aisle.
Well, fans, for Timmy D, I'm John the Body Johnson. We'll see you in 7 days for more NWA Anarchy.